Okay? We got to talk about Funky Dineva going off on Chloe Bailey out of nowhere. Like, completely unprovoked. Okay? And I'm cool with Funky. And I want to give a different take on this that I don't know if anybody else is really talking about. Ooh, shit, I'm about to stomp my feet in a minute. But let me actually play the clip just in case y'all ain't heard it. I'm pretty sure y'all have, though. And we will be right back. Let's play this clip. And I think it's... Okay, it's this one.
Don't play with you, Q.
This story, before I was indifferent about Chloe Bailey, and I know this story is about Haley, I can officially say I don't like her. Chloe Bailey is so to me. First of all, girl, you are Miss Preppy Ashley from the suburbs. Then you came out, you was being all promiscuous, and then now you trying to be a gangster. None of it is believable, girl. None of it is believable. And I'm probably gonna catch a lot of backlash for this. And without that makeup, she ain't cute. She should have never showed up on that camera with that face without no makeup. She ain't cute. You're not believable. You're so inauthentic. That's why you're selling. All right. That's number one. Number two, I don't like people playing in our face. Right. The girl is clearly pregnant. She's pregnant. All right. I analyzed that video. It's one thing to have the big piece on. She was waddling, and then when she went to put her arm around the girl, the dress draped over the stomach. You could visibly see the bump, all right? She just shut down showing these old-ass videos. If she wanted to shut something down, she just the hell home, all right? That's number one. Number two, that video, that old B-roll, stop playing in our face. And if you really wanted to shut down, all you had to do the next day was be like, child, y'all know y'all need to stop playing. Pregnant where? She's playing. I mean, there was just such a cheap, quick, dirty, easy way to shut it down. Mama is pregnant. And listen, the biggest concern is not her being pregnant in Disney. The biggest concern is her being pregnant from that damn loser. Mama, we was looking out for you, Haley. And you don't around and let this trap you.
Now you can catch the rest of that sit down with Funky Dineva on Fox Soul, and the episode just uploaded like.
So I'm gonna pause that there. So that was actually his, that was a video that went viral, okay, and got everybody talking. So now I want to play Funky's apology, and then we'll come back and I will give my thoughts. So let's go and play the apology.
I got the people on the line. Y'all know how this goes, right? When you work somewhere and something controversial happens, the company comes out and makes a statement, or the person that works for the company comes out and makes a statement. And I always sit on this very platform and be like, that shit was so fake. Ain't nobody believing in this prefabricated statement that this person read and it's phony. And with that being said, I'm not going to give y'all one, right? I did get the phone call. I did get the email. We think that you should provide an apology and show some remorse. And I didn't want to get up here and just say some regurgitated stuff that I was encouraged to say, because y'all are not going to believe it anyway, and it wouldn't be believable, especially considering the fact that I said what I said with my whole chest. I 100% stand 10 toes down on the fact that I think Chloe Bailey is inauthentic when it comes to her as an artist. I think that the sexual image that she gives sometimes is unbelievable. And I think that in her defending her sister, the whole, clapping back, and I just thought it was inauthentic. I do. But I also recognize that that's probably where my commentary should have started and stopped. I don't have my head too far up my own ass or so far in my own ego that I can't recognize the fact that I did cross the line when I started talking about her looks. That was below the belt. It was unnecessary, and it was non-germane to the story at hand. And for that, I do apologize. So again, I apologize for going below the belt when referencing Chloe Bailey's looks. They had nothing to do with the story at hand. And this was a learning lesson, and I hope to move forward and not repeat it.
People were thinking that there was like a personal thing with you guys. Like, did she do something? Was there like a background? Because you know how you came for the look so hard. Like, was there anything personal? Was it just you? No,
I personally don't think I came super hard, but I also recognize the fact too that Chloe is unproblematic, especially with the Black community. She don't bother nobody. Even I have to say that. And so people are going to be extra sensitive when it comes to our unproblematic princesses in the community. So, I mean, I totally get it. And like I said, I can look back on it and realize the looks portion of my comments is where the line was crossed. And I do apologize for that.
I appreciate you doing that. I definitely had a lot of messages in my inbox.
All right. So, damn it. Hold up, y'all. Boom. All right, so we're going to put this back. Put that back there. Boom, boom, boom. And then let's put Chloe and Halle there. All right, so what did y'all think about that apology? Okay, did it sound real? Did it sound authentic? Let me give you my honest thoughts, but let me back up. I'm gonna jump between Halle, Chloe, and Funky. I'm gonna jump back and forth. Okay, first off, is it just annoying to me, or do I like, is it just me, or does it also annoy y'all when people don't say this girl's name right? Her name is Halle. Halle, like Halle Berry. Not Holly, not Haley. I know y'all like, what? Like, it's been bothering me all week. Like, everybody's commentary, they calling this girl everything but her name. Her name is Halle Bailey. Halle. Not Holly, not Haley. Those are two other names. I'm a name person. I just need y'all to get that right. Okay, first off. Second off, the video that we seen of Halle, right, she does visibly look pregnant. And then we seen another video of her doing a meet and greet with like the poncho light dress thingy-majig. And she did look pregnant. She did. At the end of the day, if the girl is pregnant, she's a grown-ass woman. And it's simply none of our business. You know, sometimes we get a little too invested in these celebrities or even our social media influencers, and you know, you watch them grow up. I mean, literally, Halle and Chloe got their start on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? As little girls, and then we watched them grow to then get signed by Beyonce, which was a mistake, and no shade, and then go on to, you know, do what they're doing now. And so essentially, we feel some kind of ownership over them. But for the people that's judging Halle, if she is pregnant, let's not be hypocrites now. I see who y'all be getting pregnant by. No shade. And if we want to start talking about ain't shit niggas, DDG, Durrell, the Z-list rapper, might be an ain't shit nigga, might be a jealous ninja and all that and above. But he do got some paper. At least, I'm just saying. He's a Z-list rapper, but he is still on the list. Your baby daddy ain't. So we not finna just judge this girl like she just got pregnant by a dude, you know, behind the fucking dumpster at Subway or something. Like, we gotta chill. Y'all have been there. This is our first love. I feel like Durrell probably is the one that took her virginity. And when it come to him, she's just gonna have to learn the hard way. I'm sorry. She like hood ninjas anyway. She told y'all that. So what did you expect? Did you think she was finna get pregnant by a... Let me stop. I'm learning not to be so judgmental, okay? I'm learning. I'm trying to grow. I'm saved, right? I'm trying. You know, I'm trying. Not trying to judge anyway. It ain't the worst thing in the world if she is. Is it smart career-wise? No. Would I advise her to get pregnant this early and this young? And by him, of all people, no. DDG, Durrell, does not strike me as Halle's husband. He does not strike me as the man that she's going to be with for decades. He strikes me as that boyfriend you have in your 20s that you live and go through a lot of life lessons with. You dump him around 28, 29, meet your real ninja around 31, 32, have that baby around 33, 34, and you be so glad that you didn't let Durrell trap your ass. But a lot of y'all fall for the Durrells. My mama fell for the Durrell. I can't even say that because he wasn't nobody famous, but you get the point. So y'all have been there, so don't do that. Don't act self-righteous. And money ain't got nothing to do with it. You can have all the money in the world. people are still people. Okay? Okay. All right. But let's jump to this. When I heard the commentary that Funky had on Chloe, I was utterly confused and disturbed. It made absolutely no sense. It was mean. It was abrasive. And it just didn't make sense. I didn't understand it then. I don't know if this happened, last week, a few days ago? I don't know, but I still don't even understand it now after his apology. The commentary was not about Chloe. I don't like it. Just like came out of left field. It literally did not make any sense. Let's also address this as well. There, even though we might not agree with what Funky said and we didn't like what he said, there was actually nothing wrong with his commentary outside of going in on this girl's looks and body and insinuating that she was being gangster when she was not trying to be gangster at all. Like, he can think she's corny. He cannot like her music. He cannot be a fan of her. Like, he is literally paid for shady commentary, the same kind of commentary that you guys, that me as well, that we like to consume. And so one issue that we have as a people is that we pick and choose the shit that we want to be mad at, and it really don't work like that. Y'all either gonna support this kind of entertainment or you gon' or you not. One or the other. But if you support this kind of the same kind of entertainment I give y'all, it is shady. It is mean. It is vile at times. I didn't have to talk about Herb Gotti and call him Ozempic head, but guess what? That made you laugh. I wasn't lying, but it made you laugh. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes we can't be too sensitive because it's literally a genre of shade. Like it's meant to be mean. But with that being said, he obviously took it too far. And when it comes to looks, there is nothing about Chloe or Halle that's ugly. You can call them girls a lot of things. You cannot call them ugly. Chloe ain't fat. Chloe thick. Chloe is thick. Don't get me wrong. Now she thick. She got the body. You know, if she don't work out, she probably would be fat low key. But she thick. She's a shorter girl, so you know when you shorter, your weight goes out. You know, it's how like she got a nice body shape, but it's still thick. It is what it is. But there's nothing wrong with that. Just like Halle is skinny. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But when it comes to looks, I'm gonna reiterate, there's nothing about Chloe and there's nothing about Halle that is ugly. And I applaud them for being natural. I applaud them for, you know, they ain't had no plastic surgery yet. They still look like black young ladies. They look like black young ladies. Because, you know, when they come to us in this industry, we come in looking black and we leave out, you know, looking like Sierra from Love and Hip Hop, no shade. I also have to say that if you're going to come for somebody's looks, it's probably best that you be attractive yourself. But if an unattractive person is coming for a person that look better than them, it really just look crazy. It just looks crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like there is no time, day. There is no week, no month, no year, no second, no hour, where if we put these people's pictures, boop, 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 on a little slideshow and we ask people to vote on who's the most attractive, Funky is not winning that battle. But attractiveness is not a battle that he has ever won, in my opinion. And he will say that. He's not. Ain't nothing about him fine. Like he's not that guy. That's okay. That's okay. But we're gonna keep it real. If we start wanting to talk about looks, then we have to make sure that we're in a place to talk about people's looks. Cynthia G said, the only thing I agree with him on is the sexuality she's selling isn't believable and is awkward. Thank you, Cynthia G. Let's hop on that. He feels like Chloe is inauthentic and awkward and corny and this and that. And listen, yes, because she's discovering herself. She's discovering herself. She's trying to find herself as an artist. She has a sultry voice, a jazz type voice, but she's trying to do pop, trying to do this sexy R&B. She's trying to basically be another Beyonce, and it's not working for her. This should not be Beyonce's mentee. First off, if I'm an artist, I'm not signing to another bitch that's an artist. You don't do that. Because guess what? If this person is Queen B, you're not going to help me be Queen B. Because you busy still trying to be Queen B. You ain't even got time for me. Beyonce got 50 living children. What she got? You think she really got time for Chloe and Halle? And we know Halle ass can't dance. So it was very clear to me that, okay, Halle gonna be the actor. They both can act. But Halle's more gonna be the actor. Chloe's a great performer, but she just has to find her sexy. That's okay. But I agree too, the whole sexual, it's not given. Cause she don't live that life. There is no part of me that believes Chloe is a slut. Or that she's fucking dudes. It does come off awkward. It's like when y'all had Glorilla up there at the BET Awards trying to be sultry and sensual, and it didn't translate because she that's not her. She a nigga. Like, I'm not calling Chloe a nigga, but you get the point. Like, you get the point. You get the point. Y'all, I don't even know if y'all remember. I'm gonna take you back. This was before I was born. Don't y'all know that Paula Abdul was literally hired to teach Janet Jackson how to be sexy? Janet Jackson didn't know how to be sexy. She didn't get it. She learned all that shit from Paula. That was literally Paula's job. Go watch the documentary if you think I'm lying, and they come out of my mouth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what Chloe needs. Chloe needs like a Lauren Ann or a Tiana Taylor to come in and show her how to move her body. Not to get on stage looking like you having a seizure. Have to find her place, find her sexy. It is awkward. It's cringy to watch because she's doing it in front of the world. And believe me, 10 years from now, Chloe ain't even going to be able to look at her past performances without being like, ooh, damn. Okay? But it's okay. We're going to see her through it. It's just a little awkward. So we going back and forth. We're going back and forth. But to get back to it, this is really what I want to say about Funky and this whole issue that I feel like nobody's wanting to say. Funky Dineva, as well as Al Reynolds, felt very entitled to Halle's body, right? You tell me you pregnant. Bitch, I know you pregnant. Don't lie to me. I know you pregnant. Mind you, these are two men who don't date women, who are not women, who can't. Does that not sound and look crazy to y'all? I'm just saying, really think about it. The Chloe commentary came out of left field, but what really disturbed me is how entitled Al Reynolds and Funky Dineva felt about Halle's body. If she is pregnant, guess what? It's a very sensitive time. It's very dangerous. Hell, when you first get pregnant, you don't know if you're going to miscarry. You don't want people to know until you're sure, until you're ready. She's young. She's probably scared. If she is, if she ain't, let's just pretend she is. The point is, the empathy that both Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds should have for Halle, they don't. Because honestly, they don't understand. They don't date women and they're not women. Hell, men who date women and get them pregnant don't have no empathy for what y'all go through in pregnancy and childbirth. So you know a gay man ain't. So thank God for Claudia that had some sense to let them know, hello, if she's not telling us, it's for a reason. It's not just to be shading and she just trying to be sneaky. No, motherfucker, this is serious. And it's a very sensitive time in a woman's life when she is pregnant. That's something they wouldn't understand because they're not women. They still have a female brain. I mean, they still have a male brain at the end of the day. I don't care if you're trans. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a feminine man. You still have a male brain. So the misogyny is going to ooze out. That's really what we dealt with. This ain't about Funky calling Chloe ugly. Because he's been called ugly his whole life. He's probably been called black and ugly his whole life. If we're being honest. We know this man can't come for this girl looks in no kind of way. I'm not even taking that seriously. If I was him, I would have blamed that on my bipolar. Seriously. Because that shit made no sense. Because there's nothing about that girl that's ugly. At all. This is the fact that women, y'all are finally realizing that even if men pander to you, need you, even when they're up under you, whether it's, the feminine man that's ostracized from the masculine men, whether it's the gay boys, whether it's the trans women who are biologically male, they still have male brains, and baby, the misogyny is real. They still lack the empathy because they're not a woman. And as I sat there and watched that, number one, I said, damn, black women really on cold now because y'all not going for that bullshit no more. Y'all really getting shit shut down. Black women got that shit shut down. Because if he had not apologized, that motherfucker probably wouldn't have had no job. No shade. But I had to be honest and say, I'm getting to a point and I'm maturing to a point where I don't think men should really be talking and speaking on women's business. I don't think we actually belong in this space. And that's crazy to say because without women, without black women, we wouldn't have a career, myself included. It's black women that's watching this shit and engaging in this shit. It's black women that made Kevin Samuels famous. Whether you loved him or whether you were hate watching, you still made him famous. Because even he said it, and everybody knows, it ain't no money in male self-improvement. It ain't no money talking to men. There ain't no money in that. The money is in the women. The women are the blueprint. So as I was sitting there watching that, and watching Funky attack Chloe, and watching Funky and Al get upset that a woman, a young lady, who ain't near none of their child. Mind you, Al ain't got no kids. Funky Dineva ain't got no kid. Watch them sit up there and literally feel pissed and entitled that she not telling you what's going on in her uterus. And I said, oh, this is what women been trying to say. When you talk about women being under attack, this is what it is. The sad thing is, I don't know where y'all allies are. It ain't the gay men. I know you thought it was, boo. It's not. It ain't the feminine men. It ain't necessarily straight men. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know what to tell you. That would be another discussion. But I could come up here and I could talk about Funky and drag him, or we could talk about his feed, the fact that he ashy all the time. We could talk about the fact of how could someone who came on camera and grew a career off of dressing as a woman in drag call a real woman inauthentic. Chloe can be corny, but Chloe's coochie is real. Chloe's coochie is authentic. Funky ain't got no coochie. Bussy and coochie ain't the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? I could go that route, but that's easy. The real question is, and the real conversation is that we need to start talking about the fact that men generally really don't like women. We black, we can say black men, that's fine. Black men really don't like women. The straight ones don't really like y'all. They'll fuck you, but they don't like you. And the gay ones don't either. And even though y'all dance in the club together and y'all friends and y'all hang out and, they do your hair or whatever. You share spaces because they can't share spaces with masculine men typically. So they share spaces with y'all. But y'all are the blueprint from the Kevin Samuels to the Derek Jacksons. To the Funky Dinevas, to me, I'm just saying. But they don't like y'all. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you say? I don't know. I don't know. I low-key feel ashamed to be in this space sometimes. I'm going to be honest. I be like, some things that don't feel right for me to speak on because I'm not a woman. Do we need to get back to a space where women deal with women issues and men deal with men issues, and we don't keep trying to cross those fucking lines and try to tell a woman about her body and what to do with her body when we have no clue what it's like to be a woman? I'll never understand that. I got a mama, a grandmama, aunties, well, 2 nieces now. That don't mean shit. I've never been a little girl, and I would never be a woman, ever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.